Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Machines. There's your recognition, Petty. I used your old intro. But yes, welcome in, everybody. It is another fantastic Wednesday afternoon, which means more RGT to 1K, which means I get to play one of my current favorite decks, and that is Machine Gate. Been loving the deck, as you all know, having a ton of fun, also, as you all know. But yeah, I looked at the deck, I sat here, and I was like, do I want to change anything? And I think the answer is still no. Not that I think the deck is perfect, but it's running fairly smoothly. So I kind of just want to keep going with it. There are some things like that we could do, like we could cut down on the Metamorphosis package. We could cut one of these Faciliers as well to go with that. For maybe like we could try out a Visor Shock. We could try out the Needle Burrower, something like that. But that might be something for a future episode or something like that, because I'm really liking the Metamorphosis package. And I think if we are playing all 3 copies of this, 2 copies of Facilier makes a whole lot of sense in the deck. So I don't know. I'm just going to stick with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That whole saying. And yeah, we're going to keep climbing. We are almost to 600. So we're getting up there. We are, we still got a lot of work to go. Whenever we start hitting the 800s and stuff like that, it's going to get a lot harder. We're going to start losing a lot more every time we lose. Not that we've lost recently. We've been getting a lot of wins with the deck, which is really good. We are trying to get to 1K, and I absolutely think this deck can make it. I'm not sure if the Gravekeepers can, but this deck definitely powerful enough. And yeah, just going to keep going with it. I don't think I need to bore you all with some more talk, but yeah, let's get into some matches. All right, we are here. I'm going to try this again. I promise these are not paid actors. I had 2 matches before this. The first one was someone who said they were new and they didn't know what was going on. And I was going first, but they played Rhoda, searched up Breaker, played out a bunch of monsters, drew a bunch of cards, played their Dust Tornado, flipped it, banished it, started targeting a bunch of stuff. So I had to call a judge for that. So we got the win and moved up to 606 ELO from there. Then I got matched against another person, and I played a couple of cards, and they said they can't with reasoning and quit. So we're up to 625 now. We got 2 free wins. That's pretty cool. This hand's pretty good. I'm going to set Scapegoat. I think I might set the Reckless Greed here too as well. Maybe not. If the opponent heavy storms, I don't think I want to use the Reckless Greed just yet. I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm fine with having the Scapegoat here. That can buy some time. There's really no point in setting the ring first turn. Okay. Reaper's fine. Definitely glad I have the Scapegoat here. That is for sure. But, maybe it's the heat outside. I don't know how it is wherever you all are in the world, but my God, is it hot here. It is over 100 degrees right now, and it is very humid. I actually just got back in from doing some yard work. So, that's fun. Now, we could kill the Spirit Reaper. I kind of want to summon Facilier and just attack it, get in some damage. We can set this Ring of Destruction. I don't feel the need to go in on reasoning just yet. I know I'm playing with fire a little bit by not just removing the Spirit Reaper, but I think this is okay. And if the opponent wants to use some removal on this, that's totally fine. Yeah, we get in for a nice little chip of 1100. Opponent's at 69. Nice. And we can set the Reckless Greed now, set the Ring of Destruction, and pass the turn. We'll see. Okay, so no MST or Dust Tornado here on the end. What I'm hoping to do now is, like, I can draw off the Reckless Greed. Hopefully, Air Knight? That's fine. We have a Ring of Destruction for that. This could be like an old school Go Control deck. But yeah, what I'm hoping to do, get some draws off of this Reckless Greed, and hopefully get into a Giant Trunade or a Heavy Storm, and then be able to go in. Let's see what happens here. We draw a Demok, which is not ideal. Do I want a Reckless Greed, or do I just want to keep attacking? I could summon Blowback. That's true. But I can also just wait, brain control one of their monsters and summon Blowback. I think I'm just going to attack for 1400 here. Playing a bit conservatively, but like, the opponent's not applying any pressure right now. If they, premature burial the Air Knight or something like that, things can get a little hairy. But yeah, they've got a Scapegoat here. So, cool. Sounds good to me. I'll just attack over one of those. Unfortunately, we don't have Token Thanksgiving in the main, of course. We do have Lightning Vortex, though. Vortex would be very good here. But we'll see how the opponent follows up. There's also, like, if I throw off this reasoning right now, oh, they do have the Prima for the Air Knight. Okay, so that is the situation that I just described as not being great. But we can brain control that. And then we can tribute it for blowback. All right, they have an Abyss Soldier as well. Imagine Abyss Soldier, yeah. That's going after a goat. Abyss Soldier will go after Facilier, I would imagine. Yeah. So playing it a bit conservatively here, but goat control is not a good matchup for us. That's true. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not going to Reckless Greed in response. Okay. This could be very bad. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, there goes the blowback. I'm going to get rid of the Demock as well. So here... I mean, Heavy Storm? Oh, well... Lightning Vortex is pretty good here, too. We've got a pretty good chance of hitting a Cyberstein. I'm going to go ahead and Reckless Greed now, I think. Because now, like, there's a good chance we could brain control reasoning. Kill the opponent. Oh, especially with a giant Trunade. Awesome. Alright, so let's slam down the Trunade. We don't guaranteed win here, of course, but let's throw down reasoning. And as long as our opponent doesn't call this correctly... Oh, they call 4. They definitely did not call correctly. Even Cyberstein wins because we drew the limiter removal. But we'll summon out the Jins. Oh, wait. I guess Cyberstein wouldn't win here, right? Because I have to discard the limiter removal. Okay, well, I still think it was fine. Let's take control of this Air Knight Parsheth here. And then Lightning Vortex. Get rid of your monsters, and I would like to attack in for game, please. Thank you. All right, so played that one a bit conservatively. Not sure if that was correct, but like the opponent wasn't dealing, or the opponent wasn't really threatening us, and like had we been more aggressive there, we would have gotten stopped by the Scapegoat. So I think I'm okay with it. We definitely want the Token Thanksgivings here. This looks like just old school goat control, so I don't think I'm going to bring in the mind controls. Maybe bring in a Raigeki Break. Got a couple of these. Cut the brain control, I think. We do have Abyss Soldier over there. But, yeah, I think that's totally fine. Let's kind of run it back like this. Is brain control better than Megamorph? I don't think so. I think this is fine. I don't think I need to bring in, like, Torrential Mirror Force. I think we've got enough answers to deal with stuff here. We'll be all right. We just have to be, you know, careful with the maneuvering around Scapegoat and all of that. One leading off on Pot of Greed, pretty good. What else we got? We got a back row. We got a monster. Okay, the old T-set pass. Okay, Token Thanksgiving is good if we happen to run into some Scapegoats from the opponent. But I'm a slam down Graceful Charity. Okay, we don't need second Token Thanksgiving. That's for sure. So I think I'm going to get rid of that in Demock. Yeah, seems good to me. Maybe we'll draw into our Premature Burial or something. We'll slam down this Upstart Goblin. Get us a nice little draw. Monster Gate's pretty good. They're playing Spirit Reaper. So, like, I could just Monster Gate here. Could also just set Raigeki Break, Reckless Greed, see what happens. Just get a little bit more information. Yeah. I think I like that. I guess I could summon Facilier and attack, but then, like, I'm discarding one of these cards to Raigeki Break if I have to do that. I don't really think I want to do that. And, like, this could be a Spirit Reaper, so if we don't hit exactly Cyberstein and go into Gatling Dragon, that's going to kind of wall up. It's Magician of Faith. Okay, that's fine. And get to back your Pot of Greed. Cool. Again, just, you know, playing this conservatively. If that's a Scapegoat, I also kind of don't want to fully commit. But now that this Magician of Faith is face up, makes it a little bit easier to commit, right? Probably just take the 1400 here. That's fine. We're still in Stein range. Everything's totally fine here. Another monster gate. Okay. Now things are getting to the point where I am getting pressured here. So I'll flip the Reckless Greed and hope this works out. Giant Trunade anywhere. Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm works too. Actually, that's really good. Yeah, let's slam down this Heavy Storm. Book of Moon. Target? Probably the Moth, if I had to guess. Yeah. I have 2 chances to hit a Cyberstein here. I don't think I can win, though. Is the problem. But I'll Raigeki Break in response. I think... I'm just going to take out the tomato. That's a tough decision. I think I'm in a bad spot now, but we're gonna give it a shot here. All right, we'll Monster Gate this thing away, and we're gonna try to get into a Cyberstein. I guess I could go into yeah, there's Stein. No, wait, I definitely can win here, right? Go into Gatling Dragon. As long as I'm able to get into something else, and I only... Well, what if I get Thousand Eyes Restrict here? No, then I can't really win. I could go into like Fiend Skull or Dark Balter and attack over the Moth, but I kind of want to go for game. Let's just risk it here. This is very risky. I need exactly 1 heads. If I hit exactly 1 heads, I win the game. If I hit 2 heads, you know, it's fine. I don't just lose. But 1 heads just completely wins the game, unless I flip over another Stein. So, unfortunately, we get 2. So, Cyberstein is going to eat it, and I'm just going to get in there for 2600. But, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll pass the turn then. I don't get to draw next turn, which is pretty bad because now we've got this Gatling Dragon just chilling. I'm probably gonna lose this game. Was playing it conservatively, but then I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe I wasn't supposed to Raigeki Break there. Huh. Maybe I wasn't supposed to Raigeki Break there. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't completely think that through. That's definitely on me. Maybe like, and we're still playing the odds game. Like, then if I flip 1 heads, I still don't win. If I flip 3 heads, I still don't win. Would have to flip exactly 2 heads to win there. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just as likely to flip 1, 2, and 3, right? But let's see. I saw Mystic Tomato, which kind of makes me want this brain control a little bit more. I think I'm just gonna run it back. That's totally fine. But yeah, I could get behind, you know, maybe I'm not supposed to Raigeki Break there. Maybe I'm supposed to just summon my things and hope for 2 heads. But, you know, we did not flip 1, we flipped 2, and we were not able to win the game. That's okay. We will rebuild for the 3rd game, and we will win this one. All right, let's go first. How about we open with a Pot of Greed? Okay, Reasoning, Monster Gate, Meta Stein. All right, I don't hate this. I don't hate this at all. Let's just lead on Jar of Greed and pass the turn. Next turn, like, we could summon Cyberstein, do some stuff. Depends on what, you know, the opponent does. We could also Reasoning, Tribute for Jinzo. We get to see 2 more cards because of Jar of Greed. We'll see what happens here. Oh. Well, alright then. Could very well be Scapegoat over there. That is true. But I'm just going to go ahead and activate this Jar of Greed. Kind of hope my opponent flips Royal Decree. Honestly, it was one of the reasons why I didn't want a Jar of Greed on their end. Because I thought about it and I was like, what if they have Decree? And I'm like, I kind of want them to do that, right? Oh. Ring of Destruction. Interesting. Alright, let's throw down Reasoning. And I kind of hope we hit a blowback and we're able to target exactly Scapegoat. So our opponent chains it and we can token Thanksgiving. But the opponent calls 8. Ah, we did hit the blowback. Okay. Alright, good start. And let's target this one. Alright, they're going to say that's good. So let's flip some coins here. Someone told me that I just have to believe in the blowback. So I believe blowback. This will be a heads right here. Alright, maybe they were right. I just needed to have some faith. I can tribute this for Jinzo, but I kind of just want to attack. I could go into like a Ryu Senshi or something, which plays around Snatch Steal pretty well. But I also have Ring of Destruction. We got rid of the Mirror Force. I'm just going to attack. Keep my blowback around, because like next turn I can use it to... yeah, there's a Scapegoat. That's why I didn't go in anymore than I already did. I'm not going to attack one, and then I'm just going to throw down this token Thanksgiving. I can activate Stein twice now. I don't think we've seen that yet. That's pretty sick. I'll set this Ring of Destruction in case something goes awry here. But getting rid of the goat's putting me at 11,200 life points. That's pretty sick with a Stein in hand. See what the opponent does. Like, there's obviously a chance that they could have another Scapegoat or something here. Meta's... Oh, they're going for a 7. Okay. Last Warrior. Well, that's not going to work out for you. Sorry to tell you, opponent. Also, bad news for me. I can't Stein twice now. Unfortunate. But... I mean... We're just kind of hoping that's not a Scapegoat at this point, right? Just hope it's a trap. I guess we can just, yeah, we can lead on blowback activation. It is Scapegoat. Okay. We now have that information. What do we do with it? We can do double Gatling here. So I think it's pretty... Yeah, I think this is pretty clear. We could also... Yeah, let's do this. We'll go in a Gatling Dragon. And we'll see how many flips we can hit here. There's 1. An opponent already removed it. There's 2. And a 3. No. Okay, just 2. I think I Monster Gate off the Cyberstein now, because there's a chance I could hit Demock and mill over Lightning Vortex or Token Thanksgiving. So, yeah, we do still have a Token Thanksgiving in the deck. So let's see what we hit here. Facilier. Okay. Yeah, I think we just go for another Gatling play, right? Try to, like, actually win the game here. If we flip 2 heads, we're good. If we flip 1, we don't win. If we flip 3, we don't win. I think I'm willing to take that risk. Let's double check here. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's go for 2, right? We flipped 2 last time. Wait, actually, we flipped 2 times in a row. All right, tails. Come on. We need 2 more heads, Gatling Dragon. There we go. There's 1. And heads. Let's go. Let's go, Gatling Dragon. All right, let's get in there. Unless I have Kuriboh. They do have Kuhb. Okay. All right. They take 4,900 then. Snatch Steal ends my day. Yeah, we probably just lose straight up to Snatch Steal here unless they flip 0 heads. But we're getting the GGs. All right. All right. We take that. We're up to 642 because we had the 2 free wins, but hey, we take those points. This is a ladder series. That's what we're here for. We're here for points. Yeah. The Kuhb there, pretty sick. The Gatling Dragon though, like Gatling Dragon's been on point with two heads, so can't really complain about that. God, I love Metamorphosis in this deck so much. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like we could have hit the DMOC there, gotten back to Token Thanksgiving, and won immediately. We actually could have we couldn't have activated Stein again because the Stein was gone. But yeah, I kind of like the thinking behind all of that. I don't think I was supposed to make a different play with Metamorphosis. Like I could have gone into Ryu Senshi. Don't think that makes sense because they're not going to snatch this, right? They would snatch either of these. I think we just kind of make ourselves dead to snatch, and that's pretty much it. Honestly. Yeah, I think that was totally fine, but yeah, we're at 642. Let's get another one. Match number 2 against Sociopath. Hit him up with the U2. We're going first. I will take that. Played those last 2 games pretty aggressively. I love this deck so much. I keep saying that because it's true. Gonna lead on Upstart Goblin here. This hand's pretty good. Giant Trunade, also pretty good. Wait, okay. The opponent is going to gain their 1,000. We will set the Scapegoat and set the jars. And we will pass over the turn. We're going to see 3 more cards next turn, so hopefully we get some good stuff. Hopefully this is a good, terror matchup because we already have the Metamorphosis to go with the Scapegoat. We have the Giant Trunade, which is very nice. Oh, please pitch a non-Serpent Water. No? Okay. Yeah, we'll save the life points here. We are a Stein deck. I suppose it makes sense. Would you like to attack one? We also have the plan of like meta a token, take your monster, sack for blowback, try to kill something. We'll see how much the opponent sets here. Okay, just 2 back row. Cool. Facilier. That's an interesting one as well. And just lead on Jar of Greed. Alright, another Trunade. Play another Jar of Greed. Alright, Reasoning. That's a good one. I mean, we could do a lot of damage here, right? But is it worth it? Might be. Because we get to take this, we could tribute off for Blowback Dragon, we could summon this, we get whatever we get off of Reasoning. If we hit a Stein here, we're looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna Trunade because we have a backup one. And then I'll lead on Reasoning. We'll see what we get. And we'll plan around that. They have no reason to think we're Machine Gate, so yeah, probably not calling to Jinzo. I don't hate a Jinzo here. I think I'm just going to stop there, though. I could summon Facilier. I don't really want to go into a King Dragoon or anything, though. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at Jinzo, I think. This protects us from all those back row that the opponent did set. If the opponent snatches here, that's fine. They're not able to take out any of our other resources, and then we can just get it back with 1,000 Eyes Restrict or something. We can also Giant Trunade it back if we equip it to 1,000 Eyes Restrict, which is pretty funny. And just like tribute summon it later. We'll see. We know the opponent had 2 back row behind the Abyss Soldier, so we know they have those in hand. Yep, there is the Snatch Steal. Assuming they're going to take the Jinzo, so here you go. Alright, they just remove one of the goats. That's fine with me. We can get this Jinzo back. Oh. Another goat. That's interesting. Yeah, we can't put up a ton of damage here. We can do a pretty good amount, but I think I'm just gonna pass here. Honestly, we'll just sit back. We'll gain some life. We'll let the opponent do some stuff, and we'll see where we go from there. I just think we can play this a little bit conservatively. There's a Jinzo on the field, so like I don't have to worry about their traps or anything. Serpent comes down, sure, that's not a big deal. That's pretty much like them not summoning a monster as far as damage goes for me. Maybe I draw into a Stein or something, able to take the Jinzo back, summon Stein, deal a whole bunch of damage, another Facilier, sure. Gain 1,000 here. Yeah, I'm just gonna summon out the Facilier. I've got 2 of them. Can attack into Serpent, deal some damage. Hiya. And kind of hoping here that they don't have MST, I guess, for this guy. I guess I could just activate it. They very clearly don't have Tribe. If they top it, that sucks, but I think we can play around MST. That could definitely be one of the back row. No, I can't activate it. Alright, I'll set the Scapegoat. I'll pass the turn. If they have MST, it sucks. Looks like they don't. Cool. Not fully thinking through some of these, like, the weird plays like I should be today. But that's okay. It worked out for us. We didn't get punished. We're at 10,000 life points, so maybe we get ourselves back into double Stein range again. Premature Burial. Let's go on. Opponent takes another chunk of 800. Okay. Yeah, we're discarding the Serpent. What are we bouncing here? The back row? No, the Facilier. Okay, that's fine with me. Now I don't lose that. It's just an extra piece that I have. Cool. Activate the old Scapegoat. Still don't have quite enough to win here. The opponent's at 6,500. Another Scapegoat. Okay. Yeah. I can take the Jinzo back, but what's that really doing? Not much. I could go into King Dragoon and attack. I could go into Labyrinth Tank and just let it sit in defense. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense because then they just bounce it. Oh, I could go into... No, I can't go into Dark Blade. I think it might be time to just suck the Jinzo. As much as I don't like that. Yeah. I'd like to take this Jinzo, please. This is a really weird game. I have a lot of decisions on all of these turns. Yeah, I have to attack. If they have a battle trap now, it sucks. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, maybe I'm not playing this game well. Being quite timid. But now, like, I'm in a super losing position, I guess. Let's hope this isn't another Dust Tornado. Yeah. Alright. Well, I mean, I still have another Scapegoat. I still have a Giant Trunade. If I can get into... Monster Gate, another Reasoning, something like that. Could be pretty good. Another Metamorphosis could be good as well. Just go into King Dragoon. Run over this Abyss Soldier. We'll see. That, That dust tornado there was brutal. But flip up our third scapegoat. Where are your attacks, opponent? All right. Monster Gate, please. We haven't seen a single one of them. They're 15 cards deep. Opponent's setting a lot. Heavy Storm. Okay. That's an interesting one. I think I'm going to set Facilier. I think the opponent is very much going to bounce it. Like, they bounce a face-up one. So basically, I don't want them to remove 2 goats with this Abyss Soldier. And now that we have Giant Trunade plus Heavy Storm, like, good chance our opponent has a Solemn Judgment back here, right? We could lead on Heavy Storm, they Solemn Judgment, and we Giant Trunade, or lead on Giant Trunade, I guess. I was right, they bounced the Facilier. Awesome. Sasuke comes down. Okay, so we lose 2 goats. Monster Gate. Yes. Alright, we did it. We haven't won yet, but we take those, I guess. Alright, let's slam this Giant Trunade. Hope our opponent Solemn Judgments. They do get their Premature Burial back if they don't Solemn Judgment, but like it's just getting Serpent right now, so I'm not too worried about that. I guess it could get either of these back. I'm really hoping they Judgment here. Thinking about it. If you don't, this is a good sign that you lose. So it's very enticing to Solemn Judgment here. Yeah, there we go. All right, now we hope they don't have a second one, and I don't think they do. Just because like they weren't setting everything before, and then oh, they do have. They just throw it off immediately. Okay. All right. Well, that's bad news for me. Go ahead and Monster Gate though. Hope this works out. Maybe third Solemn Judgment. All right. Any Demox? Stein. Stein's pretty good here too. Yeah, Stein is good here. I will activate. And this is absolutely just getting Ryu Senshi. Right? Yeah. Grab Ryu Senshi. And we'll tribute this off for blowback. Ask for a negate. Trap hole. Now this is Prio, and then this will negate the trap hole. We're not letting that go, that's for sure. So this will target. We'll just target the Abyss Soldier, I guess. And once again, blowback. I believe in you. I'm sorry for making fun of you in the past. Oh, well, now we're back to making fun of Blowback Dragon. Alright, let's get some attacks in. It's not lethal, of course. If the opponent has a Snatch Steal, it's very, very bad for us, as always. But, yeah, they're going to lose both of their monsters. Just make sure they take 500, 200. Yep, okay. Go ahead, opponent. Oh, the Snatch Steal's gone. That's right, duh. They took the Jinzo earlier. Realized that like as soon as I said, hopefully they don't have Snatch Steal. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're picking up this first game. Opponent's playing some Solemn Judgments over there. Probably want the Decrees in. We saw Abyss Soldier, Trap Hole, Sasuke. We might want like all of this stuff, honestly. Don't know about the Kinetic Soldier. We did see the Sasuke, though, so maybe? Let's see. We can cut a couple of... I don't know how many Trunades I want to cut here. We can cut a Stein, I think. We'll cut the Megamorph. Cut the Reckless Greed. Okay. I guess it does work out this way. Sure. Sounds good to me. Once again, like, I'm not sure I played that game right at all. There were definitely some little interactions in there that I just didn't think through completely that I definitely should have, but here we are. We're in game 2. We picked up the first one. We have an excellent hand here. Never mind. That's okay. Duo do be doing duo things. Let's get rid of meta. I kind of just want to get rid of the meta here. I think like this is a good package to win the game, right? No monsters. Okay. Ooh. Second reasoning? All right. Well, I'm just going in here. Giant Trunade. Don't flip Scapegoat. All right. Awesome. Reasoning. What we calling? Yeah. I'm going to say they called 8 last time, I think. Right into Stein? Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. Dueling Book lagging a bit. And throw down another reasoning. And hopefully they don't call this one correctly. All right, they call 8 again. Ah. So Black Skull Dragon does it, right? 32? I don't have it in here. Let me... Come on, Dueling Book. Black Skull Dragon. 32, it's 39. It puts the opponent to 31. Yep. Oh, no. It's a draw. Wait. Is there any way for me to... Damn. I don't think there's a way for me to win here. Oh, that sucks. Go to King Dragoon is 31. They go to 39. I need something with 3,100, like 29. Does 29 do it? Hold on. What about 28? What about Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon? It's 35. It puts the opponent at 35 now. Or 39 puts the opponent at 31. 2,800? Yeah, it does 35. Puts the opponent at 35, though. And then they're not dead? Wow. Really? Is there anything in between there that I'm missing? I don't think there is, right? I need something with 2,900 attack and it just doesn't exist? Alright, well... Yeah, I guess we'll just go for Master of Oz here. We'll try to do the most damage possible. And we'll set the ring, and if something goes bad, we'll draw the game. If not, hopefully we'll win the game. This does put the opponent at 21. So there's a good chance, you know, ring could like take out one of their monsters to win the game. Maybe not a good chance, but there's a chance. Maybe they summon like a Goblin Attack Force or something. Try to attack over Cyberstein. Snatch? Oh, do I give them this? I'm going to give it to them. If they want to tribute it off or something else. This is very risky. But I think it's fine. Now we'll try to draw the game. I was going to say, like, maybe they tribute it off for something that's under 3,000 attack for whatever reason. If it was a Jinzo, it'd be very bad for me. I don't think they're playing Jinzo. Though, alright. We are going to get the draw offer. So we're going to go to game 3 here. I was probably supposed to just ring it on my side. To be honest. That was very, very greedy. Though, unfortunately, they called that second reasoning right, so we weren't able to take that game down. But, yeah, we'll just we'll run it back here for game 3. Maybe we get a game 4. Who knows? All right, we get to go first. That's very nice. We win. I think we won the first rock, paper, scissors, right? So we've won 2 rock, paper, scissors this match. Oh, this hand's pretty good. We even drew the Kinetic Soldier as well. Cool, and the Stein. So I think I will set this. I'll set Scapegoat. Pass the turn. And we'll see what happens. I mean, this is really good. Hopefully they summon, like, Blade Knight and attack. Deal a whole bunch of damage. Man, we've got Snatch Steel follow-up, too. We don't even need to flip the Scapegoat. Kaiku? That one's That one's less exciting because they don't take any damage here, but we get to keep our kinetic soldier, so that's pretty cool. I also I don't know about this card being in the deck. I get it. It's very good against the warrior decks when we're trying to play a little bit more. Oh. Hello? I mean, like, tribute this off for Jinzo, snatch this, right? It's 42, Cyberstein. Yeah, like, we probably win this game, right? Let's go for it. Any solemn judgments? No, doesn't appear so. Summon out the Stein first, I guess. And yeah, we'll definitely just go for Master of Oz here. That makes the most sense to me. Snatch Steal your dude. And then I'm going to Monster Gate off the Stein as well. For good measure, just in case we hit a Demock. Able to get into, like, Mill Over, Giant Trunade, Heavy Storm, something like that. But yeah, easily able to take this one down. Don't know what this back row is, but yeah, that was an exciting match. Definitely some decisions that could have been made differently, but I think that's in a lot of these. But able to take the win down nonetheless, and man, we got to look at the winning streak, right? We're at 654 on the ladder now. We started out at 590, so we jumped up 60 elo from this. I know 2 of the matches, they're not going to be in here because, once again, they're just kind of duds. And I don't feel the need to show a whole bunch of those, especially if they're starting a video. Like the last one that I showed, that was literally the one that put us over 500. So I'm definitely going to show that one, and it was in the middle of the video, so that's kind of cool. But looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 match winning streak. Pretty nice. We got the green screen here. We're looking really good. I know I say this so many times. I love this deck. It's so fun. It's so powerful. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, like I said, I don't know about the Kinetic Soldier. Maybe we could play around with that a little bit. I don't know. But this deck's really good, and we're going to keep going for as long as we can, which is, I mean, when we hit 1,000. But looking at it again, I know I keep jumping around. We're scuffed here, right? This is kind of a laid-back series. We're at 654. We're getting close. But that's going to be this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.